the banks of the Mississippi River, home to the king of rock and roll and also the Memphis Tigers, where the fans have moved the party from Beale Street and are ready for kickoff. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team from the AAC, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Razorbacks will put total leather and we'll get started. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Tigers offense takes the field. And as we look out on the field, here comes the man who makes it all go, and that's this quarterback.
Yeah, and he's big time. That's why he's up for all these awards. He's known. Everybody knows exactly what he brings to the table. He can run it. He can throw it. They're expecting a big day from this young fella.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Breaks the tackle. It's complete on the right side. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. This Memphis offense going to work again on 1st down. Lofts one high and deep. Working on the right. Touchdown Tigers! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
The Razorbacks offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keeping up with the speed on the other side, that's a different animal.
Might be different, but we're going to see this receiver work underneath on some drag routes. You better be careful. You do not want to get caught in the wash against this linebacker.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Going to the ground is what the Razorbacks love to do to move those chains with guys like Peyton Hillis and Darren McFadden.
Yeah, and you think of just Felix Jones along with the same era, just guys that toted the rock with some physicality, just tough guys that make you bring your lunch. When you want to come tackle them, you better bring it.
Back to throw, it's Green. He slings it deep to the left. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Throws for the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Haas. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Fires to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Line gets set, 1st down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And they'll... After a terrific pickup. And the Razorbacks have pushed it inside the 20. They're getting this guy lathered up. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First down here for the offense. Snap in the shotgun. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. To the air. It's Green. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Smith. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
The Razorbacks will have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. The first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over. Plays.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Leaves it with the back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. On first down, here comes this offense. From the red zone, looking for a man. Lets it fly. And the pass is incomplete, and we've wrapped up one quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They're looking for an advantage to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Got some room into the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Up and over. Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Blasted as he lets it go. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Banks. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown, Memphis. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They'll run it from the gun. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. Back to throw, it's Green. Looking to the big tight end. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. He'll ride his man on the option. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. And the Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Across the 25, he's got room. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. The Razorbacks have pushed it inside the 20. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. His drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. The back goes in motion. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And the quarterback bought a little time, but actually bought a lot of time, but not enough time. The defense gets to it. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Not a chance. Missed it. And here in the 2nd quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Quick completion on the out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Line getting set on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Green. Starts to scramble to the left. Got out of trouble and throws. This time it's complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. He'll throw it. He caught it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they... And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down and run. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Dropping back, it's Green. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. That's caught. It's Sategna. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play. And the Razorbacks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Fires downfield. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that...
Touchdown! The quarterback sneak pays off as he gets it across the goal line. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Banks. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He'll keep it himself. It's a fumble. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. 2nd down after the offense averted absolute disaster. And the Tigers will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gotten out everybody right now in the second quarter.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Will line it up on 1st and 10. Hard running there. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
The give to the back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
The give to the lone running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the run, now to throw. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the beatdown has ensued.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch. The middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got it down the middle. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. New set of downs after that completion. They'll go to the counter. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. A strike downfield. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense got it. Everything's bouncing and jiggling and rolling, and it's going forward, and he's loose. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Razorbacks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback sneak wedging himself into the line. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the pummeling has started. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did. And the ball comes out. What a... They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. 2nd down after the offense recovered its own fumble. Give to the running back. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Ball security is so important. Turnovers lose you games, and this guy has put his team in some tough spots. He fumbled last week. He's fumbled again today.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, you know what, let his talent do the rest.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they touchdown Razorbacks. And the route is on.
What a day, his 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They could make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. To throw, it's Chambers. He's got his man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Makes a move. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Power football with the run. The Razorbacks are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. They're testing the right side here. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Gets rid of it. Got it. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. The Razorbacks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the punishment has been extended. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the returner is stopped. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Back to pass, it's Chambers. Got his man quickly. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip. Lining up, trying to convert this third and short from the 40. Looking to throw it again. Got it in the middle, it's Hawkins. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll throw it on first down. Quickly complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to go up top on first down. He's got his man. He's there to make the stop, and the damage has been done as they... down on the throw and catch. They'll go to the ground. And into the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He's looking to throw. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. After a drive this long, a field goal would be a punch in the gut. It's third and goal. Going for 6. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. Bulldozes his way through. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. A first down for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Runs into a wall. They'll give him 1 out to the 8.
Second down coming up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Gonna run it. It's Green. Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anthony. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes.
Running toward the tape. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Oh, look what I found. The offense keeps it. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Memphis hoping to take advantage of this red zone trip. They're trying to... And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. First down here for the offense. They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The give from the gun. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously...
Welcome to Fayetteville, Arkansas, a place where legends have long stood for excellence. Names like Broyles, Holtz, McFadden, Jones, and Johnson. And when they call the Hogs, it is a rite of passage. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
The receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses, too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the...
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. The offense lining... gun to give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Sategna. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Green. Buying some time as he moves left. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the 1st. Going to try to get it himself. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a 1st down for his team. The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. They'll try the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll leave it with him. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for the offense. He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the Hogs have put up the 1st touchdown of the game, and whooping.
Woo Pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited. And you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
Here come the Irish back on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Throws to the back. Snagged in the middle. It's locked. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Running back goes in motion. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. Makers, they're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Gets it out fast.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. The run from the shotgun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. The give out of the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. He's going to pass. Looking for the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Couldn't make the play on first down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got a man. It's Williams.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So right here, I got to find a way to push up.
Going for it all. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be. Because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Green. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little extra time. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. On the run, it's Love. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll run this play from the pistol. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He'll do it himself. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. From the gun, the running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. The 10. Touchdown, Razorbacks. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Old Dominion rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Ballard Stadium. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He's open on the right. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. He wants to throw. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. A 3rd down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw, quickly complete. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Notre Dame right back to the line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by Cole.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. The offense set for a 1st down play. From the gun, running back gets to give. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Got it behind the line. It's Stevens. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Green. Throws to the wideout. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Rifles it down the middle. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
Timeout, Arkansas.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to bang this one through from 52 yards out and the left hash. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll... And the ball is loose on the return. Kicking team's got it. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
Why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football game.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half. They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Tries again to get it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Irish, back on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Got the quick pass. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Pockets, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Looking for a man. It's Green. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. He looks that one in nicely. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And the Razorbacks line it up with a 1st and goal. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they take it in for 6 more points. Oh, they try to trick him. The holder wants to pass. And he grabs it. He's into the end zone, and they'll put 2 more on the board just before halftime. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. One more play before the teams head to the locker room. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Defensive back spread all over the field trying to take away the pass. Going up top on 1st down. He rifles one deep down the middle. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Scanning the field, it's Green. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Quarterback adapting. He tries to take the top off. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. The Razorbacks will try. Oh, they faked it, snapped it to the up man. And the gamble pays off as they pick up the first down.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the first down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
Give to the single back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. With the catch, it's Washington. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Razorbacks are rolling down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. They believe they can run right here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the running back. They wrestle him down after he picks up 6 inside the 20 and down at the 18. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They just put a field goal on the board, and now they'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense...
No!